He is working to find suspects after a violent evening in Louisville where there were 4 shootings in just the span of 2 hours.
The shootings killed 2 people and hurt 3 others. One of those victims, just a teenager.
We want to give you some kind of context of where all of these shootings happened. Take a look at this map with us. They weren't really centered in any particular neighborhood. The violence touched Shawnee, Taylor Berry, Hazelwood, and Clifton Heights. So here's a rundown of what happened. The first of the 2 non-fatal shootings happened around 5:30. The LMPD says a man was shot on North 37th Street. That's near West Main Street. He was taken to the hospital. Right now, his condition is not known. Shortly before 7, police say a woman was shot in her leg on Lindsay Avenue. She too was taken to the hospital. She is expected to recover.
The first of the 2 homicides happened not far from Churchill Downs. Just before 5, police headed to Thornberry Avenue on reports of a shooting. Officers say they found a teenager who'd been shot. He was taken to the hospital but died shortly after. Then the second homicide happened around 6:30 near the Hazelwood and Beachmont neighborhoods. This is what the scene looked like on Taylor Boulevard. It's by the Waterson. Metro Police say they found 2 men shot. One died at the hospital. The other is expected to be okay. Like we mentioned at the beginning here, so far no arrests have been made in any of these shootings. Police are still searching for suspects. If you know anything about this violent crime, please call the tip line at 574-LMPD. You can remain anonymous.
And let me take you to Bardstown now, where attorneys for Brooks Houck are appealing a judge's decision to keep his bond parked at $10 million. Houck is charged with murder and the death of his former girlfriend, Crystal Rogers. Monday, Judge Charles Sims denied a request to reduce Houck's bond to $500,000. Just hours after that order, Houck's attorneys moved to fight it. His attorney, Brian Butler, has argued the $10 million bond is oppressive and unheard of, but the special prosecutor says it's appropriate for Houck and the circumstances. The appeal will go to the Kentucky Court of Appeals for a decision.
A Louisville traffic guard hit by a semi while on the job is now suing the driver accused of hitting her and the company where he works. 84-year-old Gertrude Schaffline was working on Cane Run Road when the semi hit her in early September. Police say the driver, Delane Rowe of Ashland, left the scene but was later arrested. That's his mugshot there. Schaffline suffered serious injuries. She had to have part of her leg amputated. The lawsuit claims Rowe operated his truck in a negligent, careless, and reckless manner, causing Schaffline's injuries. It also says the company, Ohio Transport Corporation, had a duty to train and supervise its drivers, including Rowe. Schaffline's attorney writes she has had a loss of enjoyment in life and now has large medical bills as well. We reached out to Ohio Transport Corporation for a comment but haven't heard back. Rowe has pleaded not guilty to several charges. We do want to go ahead and turn now to the latest on Israel's war against Hamas militants. This morning, the Israeli Defense Forces air assault on Gaza presses ahead.
Yeah, it is just after 1 in the afternoon in Israel right now. The death toll has grown to more than 2,000 people on both sides, and that includes at least 14 Americans. Now the IDF is mobilizing more than 360,000 reservists, potentially preparing for a ground invasion. Israeli families in Gaza are being forced to shelter in place with no electricity, no water, and no internet access. Hamas claims to hold 150 civilians captive. President Biden confirmed Americans are among those hostages. He says the U.S. will support Israel's fight.
We will make sure the Jewish and democratic state of Israel can defend itself today, tomorrow, as we always have.
The first plane carrying U.S. military supplies landed overnight in Israel. On Capitol Hill, House members say there is bipartisan support for sending more emergency assistance, but nothing can get voted on without a House Speaker. That vote could come as early as today.
And while the conflict is thousands of miles away, people right here in Louisville are feeling its impact. WHAS11's Taylor Woods and photojournalist Addie Hill were there as some gathered in prayer at the Jewish Community Center, sharing their message of peace.
Hundreds of Louisvillians, community and faith leaders standing in solidarity with Israel after declaring war on Hamas.
If we don't fight Hamas, if we don't fight for our homeland, there will be nobody fighting for us.
This is personal for Ariel Cronenberg. He grew up in Israel. He has family members still there who are safe, and his brother-in-law is an Israeli police officer.
There's a hat that he gave me, and I'm wearing it proudly. It's a hat of the Israeli police.
Like Cronenberg's family, many have heard the sirens and the rockets being launched close to their homes in Israel.
Nearly 5,000 rockets launched. 260 young adults at a music festival murdered.
And now in Louisville, a time of mourning and prayer for the lives lost and those fighting for survival during this difficult time. Mayor Craig Greenberg was among many spreading hope as a Jewish American.
Support Israel during this crisis. You call out anti-Semitism when you see it or experience it.
That message being felt by so many.
It breaks my heart. Yeah, and he was right. We need to speak up against all oppression.
Faith leaders from every background, all standing in prayer, praying for peace to prevail.
We pray this prayer. Amen.
The Louisville connection is strong for Israel. In Louisville, Taylor Woods, WHAS11 on your side.
In a post on social media, FBI Louisville says it's been in touch with communities across Kentucky to reassure them it's closely tracking the events in the Middle East. The post says, quote, hate crimes and violence against members of any community will not be tolerated.